everyone, it's Julianne here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my third card that's a part of my 2020 Halloween card making series. The products I'm going to be using today for my card include the Build a Scene Grassy Hills die set, the Big Grumpy Cat stamp and die set, the Big Grumpy Halloween stamp and die set, and all of those are from Tailored Expressions. I'm also going to be using a few stencils from Honeybee Stamps, which include the Outdoor Scene Builder stencil set, so that I can do some ink blending in order to create my spooky sky with some Distress Oxide inks in the colors Wilted Violet and Black Soot, as well as some Mowed Lawn for my Grassy Hill die cuts. So let's get started. I'm going to be starting out by doing my ink blending, and for that I'm going to be using the Cloud stencil that is a part of the Outdoor Scene Builder stencil set, and I'm going to be creating my spooky sky by doing some ink blending with the color Wilted Violet onto some light purple colored cardstock. And I'm just going to continue to ink blend in those clouds all the way down my cardstock panel. Once I've gotten to the bottom, in order to make my sky just a little bit darker, I'm going to be going back over those clouds, but this time I'm going to be using Black Soot. And I'm also going to be adding both the Wilted Violet and the Black Soot around the edges of my cardstock as well. Once I finished up my sky, I'm going to be coming in with both Mowed Lawn as well as some more of that Black Soot in order to add some shading to those die cuts, where I have used the Grassy Hills die set in order to die cut out some green colored cardstock. Now you can definitely skip this step if you wanted. I just find that this helps in making sure that my die cuts don't look so flat on my card. Next I'm going to come in and add some texture to both my grass as well as my night sky. So I'm going to be adding those grass die cuts into my splat box, and I'm going to be splattering more of that Mowed Lawn as well as some more of that Black Soot all over those using a paintbrush. Now in order to get the color onto my paintbrush, I'm just going to be smushing my ink pad off to the side onto my work surface, and I'm just going to be adding a little bit of water. For my night sky, I'm going to be putting that in my splat box as well, and I'm going to be splattering some Perfect Pearls in the color Perfect Pearls all over my background, as well as splattering some more of that Black Soot. This is going to give my background some really nice added texture as well as some sparkle from those Perfect Pearls. So I'm just going to set my background as well as those die cuts off to the side to dry, and I'm going to start working on my Copic coloring. Now off camera I did stamp out the Grumpy Cat from the Big Grumpy Cat stamp set, as well as all the images that are included in the Big Grumpy Halloween stamp set, and I stamped all of my images onto some Express It blending cardstock using some Memento Tuxedo black ink, so that way I could do some more Copic coloring today. Now as always, I will have all of my marker caps off to the side of the screen so that you can follow along with the color combinations that I'm going to be using today if you are interested, and I'll be right back. Once I had everything colored in, I used the Trinity dies for both stamp sets in order to cut out all of my images. And once I've decided on the placement of where I want all of those images to go on my scene, I'm then going to adhere both of those Grassy Hill die cuts down to my background using some liquid adhesive. And then with a pair of scissors, I'm just going to trim off any excess that may be hanging off the sides. And then I'm going to put the grumpy cat image back into my MISTI, and I'm going to be stamping a sentiment from the big grumpy Halloween stamp set onto the sign that he's holding. And I am going to be stamping my sentiment with some more of that Memento Tuxedo black ink. And once I have that all stamped out, I'm then going to start working on assembling my card together. Since I already know where I want all of my images to go in my scene, I'm going to start off by adhering my pumpkin down first, and I'm going to be tucking him behind that first Grassy Hill border die cut using some liquid adhesive. And then I'm going to start working on adhering the big grumpy cat down to my card as well. But I'm going to be adhering him down using some foam adhesive in order to give my card that little bit of added dimension. So once I've peeled back all that backer from the foam adhesive, I'm just going to be adhering him down to the center of my card. And then I'm going to start adhering each one of those ghost die cuts as well. And I'm going to be adhering each one of them with some foam adhesive. And I'm just going to adhere those throughout my night sky to make it look as though they are flying around my scene. Finally, the last image that I'm going to be adhering down to my scene is that cute little Frankenstein candy bucket. And I'm just going to be adhering him down using some more liquid adhesive to the left-hand side of my card. And then I'm just going to use a pair of scissors in order to trim off that little piece that's hanging off the edge. To finish off my card for today, I am going to be adhering a few silver star sequins throughout my night sky. And I'm just going to be scattering those throughout my background. And once I get those last couple adhered, that's going to complete this super cute and spooky Halloween card using the big grumpy cat and Halloween add-on stamp sets. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe for even more card making ideas. I will be adding this to my card making series playlist so that you can see all of the other Halloween cards that I've created so far. And if you are interested in any of the supplies I used today, they will all be listed and linked down below in the description box. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day and happy crafting!